Yo, what's up, your boy Schizomanic here with another Pokemon Journeys episode review. The journey starts today. The journey starts today. A A A. All right, I'm gonna stop. The journey starts today. This episode is pretty much a Kukina and Koharu episode. All things considered, there's nothing really wrong with it. The punchline is kind of telegraphed once you get to the. I want to say once you get to the flashback. Once you see the flashback of Kukina interacting with the Psyduck and the guy who owns the Psyduck because he doesn't ever get a name. And she never mentions him specifically. She just mentions the Psyduck. And you now see that she has a Psyduck obsession. I almost want to go back to like her the other episodes and see if she had Psyduck material there or did they just throw that in. Like and if they did just throw it in, I hope moving forward there is more Psyduck stuff in her like when we get shots of her in her desk or at her house, we see Psyduck stuff because unfortunately Pokemon has been known to be very uncontinuity favor friendly with the fans. We don't fucking like that shit. So I really hope that, but there's not a lot to the episode. They do this really fucked up gag where like goes like, I'm gonna go find me an ice Pokemon. I'm not coming back until I get one. Fuck, no ice Pokemon showed up, and then a bunch of lappers show up. It's like why? It's like a little random and spiteful. It's kind of funny because you don't expect it from Pokemon. It just threw me off because it was kind of out of character. Usually Pokemon doesn't do like I wouldn't even call it dark humor. That's like somewhat mean spirited humor where it's like, ha, you just missed the Pokemon you were looking for. I guess if that Pokemon was more relevant, it'd probably be funnier. Like if it was I also do like the fact that they make a reference in the beginning of the episode that like when Gengar fucks with them in the beginning of the episode, it's like maybe he's mad because Ash hasn't took him with him. And I'm like, yeah, I think that's Gengar's character. Like, remember his whole backstory being neglected? Yeah, that's happening again. So, woo. Go not taking Sobble's a little weird because he's been taking Sobble pretty consistently, but I don't know. Um, at this point, you almost expect when's the Renji episode coming? Because Kukina's gotten like 2 episodes. Granted, the whole eating one isn't as big of a deal, but it is an episode that she is prominently focused in. Renji, on the other hand, doesn't get any episodes to himself, and he probably needs one at this point because he's been sorely like underutilized. So at this point, I almost like where's his episode at? So otherwise, it was fine. Obviously, Koharu slips into that whole girl thing where like she's overly obsessed with like the romance aspect of it. Um, the flashback with Kukina and Psyduck isn't anything overly interesting. It's just nice to see her get more screen time. And the punchline with the Psyduck at the end, where her interest had nothing to do with the guy, they barely even remember each other. The whole main thing was Psyduck. Psyduck is the core, which then also makes people want to go, well, what would happen if she met Misty and Misty Psyduck? Because like it's funny because they're not even that far away from each other. Like they're in the same region. They're maybe like a couple towns away from each other, if that. It'd be very interesting to see if she would have like I want to see if they're consistent with the Psyduck thing. That's my main thing. They probably aren't going to be, but I'd be interested. And next week's is another one of those 2-in-1 episodes. God, these never work out well. Because, like I said, I'm the guy who didn't care about the Slow King and the what was the other one? The Slow King and the Magikarp one. So I'm like, I don't know if I really want to see another one. And the other one is a Gulpin and fucking Turtwig and Choodle thing. I. I mean, granted, Gulpin isn't used that much in episodes. And are you joking, bro? This is why you learn, kids. Maybe at certain points you just need to leave your fucking house, because that shit happens all the time. It's funny if you've been a long time watcher of my content. That shit happens all the time. And if you watch me on stream, it's almost a meme at this point. I need to just get an emote of my mother's fucking face. That's how fucking frequent it is. Some of you might think I'm pissed, but you gotta understand, this has been happening ever since I was like 18, I think. 17 or 18. I've been recording videos for almost over a decade. And this shit always is a constant. Oh, good God Almighty! This is a mini rant, and of course I can edit it out, but these videos aren't really edited because I'm not putting the same. Well, granted, this is about the same stock I put in the best wishes. Except best wishes, I tried to be a little bit more creative about certain things, but like journeys, they have to earn that. You get the more edited stuff when it comes to my like other content, and now I'm just rambling in a video that's an episode review, so I need to cut that out. All things considered, though, the episode's fine for what it is. I hope they're consistent with Kukina's like Psyduck love. I hope Renji gets an episode for himself. And next week, I'm not looking forward to for 2-for-1 because both of the episode concepts don't look that interesting. Gulpin, it's nice to see him being reused again because Gulpin is another mon that doesn't get used a lot. That's one thing. And then you got Choodle and Turtwig, which are two Pokemon that aren't owned by anybody. I'm assuming this is meant to be somewhat Team Rocket focused. I guess. I don't fucking know. It's just a weird episode. I mean, they're both turtles and they are of different gens. And it's funny considering we just got the Diamond and Pearl remakes and the pretty much the Sinnoh focused Pokemon related news. And of course, the next episode involves a Sinnoh starter. So maybe it's all fated to become true. Don't know. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. This has been your boy, Schizomaniac. Life's a game. Play to win. I'll catch you guys later. And remember, you're not having any fun if you're not going just a little bit crazy. Peace off. Peace off. Peace off. Peace off. I'm exhausted. I'm done. Motherfucker, help me, man. Help me.